Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ha, Rakha, Chodash, Ma'amath. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS and their elders. Double honors to my elder, Ahdawam, Ban Yasharala of the Lions Den Camp, located here in Jacksonville, Florida. Salutations to the sincere Aki, pushing this truth and sincerity around the four corners of this earth. I'm Nakar Kharab, Ban Yasharala, coming out of the Lions Den Camp of Yasharala, located here in Jacksonville, Florida. And not today, I'll be coming out a lesson and this on this article that while I was reading some articles, looking at, current events and things, this popped up again. It says EU delays first tariffs against US to mid-April. So while this current management and or administration that is in power here in Babylon, America, the one that is leading the charge is talking about is giving all these tariffs. Well, guess what? These other nations are now putting tariffs on America as well. And this one here in particular, this is the EU, and that's pretty much Esau's power structure. These Edomites, whatever, I'm gonna say what it is. It's the truth. It is what it is. So that's these Edomites' power structure, and they're divided now. And Esau's very divided. They divided here in Babylon, America. They divided over there in the what it is, the mother of the harlot, i.e. the UK over there, but without further ado, let's get right into it. It says the European Union has delayed its first countermeasure tariffs, its first countermeasures against the United States over President Trump's metal tariffs until mid-April, allowing it to rethink which U.S. goods to hit and offering extra weeks for negotiation. It says the European Commission had proposed reimposing 2018 tariffs on 4.5 billion euros, 4.9 billion of US dollars in product on April 1st, followed by hitting a further 18 billion euros of US goods on April 13th. And these are nails in the coffin, proverbial nails in the coffin of Babylon, America. And once that happens, Babylon goes down, EU gonna go down, UK gonna go down as well, because Babylon, America, or the United States, is an extension of the United Kingdom. Let's continue. It says we are now considering to align the timing of the two sets of EU countermeasures so we can consult with member states on both lists simultaneously, and this would also give us extra time for negotiations with our American partners. European Trade Commissioner, Maros Sefcovic told a hearing at the European Parliament on Thursday. It says the Commission subsequently confirmed all EU countermeasures would take effect in mid-April. That's not too far away. It's March now. It'll be April very soon. You'll go to sleep and wake up and it'll be April. That's how fast time is moving. That's how fast the Lord is speeding things up. It says the first set of countermeasures include applying a 50% tariff on U.S. bourbon. It's a lot of Edomites that like to drink bourbon. Trump threatened to slap a 200% tariff on all wines and other alcoholic products coming from the EU if the bloc went ahead with this. See, this is a tit for tat thing. This is the classic American tactic, bully tactic. Let's continue. It says the Trump administration is also planning a reciprocal tariff, or should I say, planning reciprocal tariffs on April 2nd to rebalance the global trading system. Sefcovic indicated that he had made limited headway with U.S. counterparts in talks so far, such as on his proposal to discuss lowering import duties on industrial goods. It says I don't think that the U.S. thinking is that I don't think the U.S. is thinking in that direction. He's saying added. Its priority appeared to be to withdraw investment and reindustrialize. And currently, they believe that the best way to do this is through the tariff policy. I hope that one day we will get to discuss this or get this to discussion or whatever, And it says, but currently we are clearly not there, he said. Of course, it's a house divided. It says the countermeasure delay could allow for some adjustment to the U.S. goods targeted. It don't matter what they do. Anything that is done, anything that is applied, even the smallest of burdens or things, is going to be a burden to this place, Babylon, America, and it's going to harm this place greatly. Let's continue. It says French Prime Minister, what it is, Francois or Francois, however you say his name. I don't know these Edomites like that. Beirut said on Sunday that the EU was probably mistaken in targeting American whiskey, while Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni cautioned EU partners on Tuesday against escalating the trade dispute with the United States. See, they trying to stop this, but this is the Lord's doing. The Lord is making these devils fight. The Lord is dividing these devils. And every world war that hasn't ever happened, who was at the middle of it fighting? These Edomites, these so-called WHITE people. It was always them. Let's continue. It says, I am not certain that responding to tariffs with more tariffs is a necessarily good deal, Meloni, who is close to Trump, said. It says France and Italy are the largest exporters of wine to the United States. Yeah, Italy stay making wine. So all these tariffs is just going to destroy Babylon, America. It says Prime Minister Michael Martin of Ireland, a major whiskey importer, and they make a lot of whiskey over there in Ireland as well, said on Thursday it was sensible that Europe was giving itself time after April 2nd to assess the U.S. package of measures and then wisely strategize. So wisely and strategically respond, Salakia. And I guess you got all that. But here you go. It ain't nothing but a tit for tat, and it's just a house divided. This is Matthew chapter 12, and I'm going to start at verse 25. And it says, and Yahushua knew their thoughts, and he said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And so guess what? Anything that's divided will fall. A house, a kingdom, a nation, or whatever, it's what is going to be brought to desolation. I mean, it's going to be destroyed. It's not going to stand. It won't have any power, no structure, no solidity. It's going to fall apart like it's like building a sandcastle with dry sand. It's just not going to stand. And that's what's going on. That's what we see right now. That's what we have all this back and forth, tit for tat. You tariff me, I'm going to tariff you. If you do this tariff, I'm going to do this tariff. And so forth and so forth. It's the classic back and forth thing, you know, which is completely and utterly stupid, you know. But let's continue. But this is also, we are seeing the dividing of these devils. And guess what? They're not going to stand because they're all divided. Some want to do it, some don't want to do it. Others saying, yeah, slap terrorists. Others saying, no, this is not a good idea. We shouldn't do this. Everything that has started by these devils has come to naught. And it was always the Lord dividing them, causing them to fall. And guess what? The Lord is doing it again in their face. And this time the Lord has his men telling these devils that they're divided and they're going to fall from being divided, because that's scripture. Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. Every city or house divided against itself, it shall not stand. It's not going to stand. So we're seeing a decline in the Edomite power structure in the earth. And they're clamoring, they're fighting, but the Lord has set this devil in slippery places. This devil can't get his footing. He can't get back up. They're going down. Last point. Verse 26. It says, and if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How then shall his kingdom stand? So if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. So how then can his kingdom stand? Esau is trying to reprimand himself or other Edomites. How then Can the Edomite power structure in the earth stand? It won't stand. That's a question. It's not going to. We are seeing a decline in the border of wickedness rulership in the earth. And hopefully quite soon it'll be over. Because at this point, but I digress on that. But nonetheless, this was a quick lesson. These devils are divided. And we are now seeing more division. And it's going to become ever more divided. And with that, shalom.